Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by promoter Frank Warren here in Ipswich. Frank, you just can't stop beating Eddie at the minute, and for some way to beat him, that is some fashion to do it.
It was a dramatic win. I mean, you know, he was well behind on the cards, but as he said at the press conference, he only takes him to find one punch, and he found that one punch and done the business.
I know how passionate and how caring you are for your fighters, Frank, and I could see you in those rounds when just before Fabio stopped him, getting up to the corner, trying to give him instructions. What was you saying?
I said to him, you're going to have to knock him out to win. You're behind, you ain't going to win it on points. You're going to have to knock him out. I'm screaming at him, knock him out. Let that right hand go.
What do you put it down to as to why Justis was able to build such a comfortable lead?
Maybe because of his, he's got, not professional-wise, he's had least amount of fights, but I suppose his amateur background and that amateur, all the amateur experience he's had, plus the professional experience, he's just boxed well. He boxed very intelligently, and I mean, he got hurt in the first round, going back to that corner, his legs went, but he got himself together, come out, and he started boxing extremely well, and he was well ahead on I would think, on all the judges' card. I had him well ahead, and but you know, Fabio done the business.
At points, there were a few people questioning if maybe Ben should look to stop the fight. Did you ever feel like that was a risk?
Say it again?
Did you ever feel like Ben might pull Fabio from the fight?
I don't know. I mean, I think with him I think it's what Fabio says. He's a dangerous man at any time in the fight. So, you know, as it turned out, it was the right thing to do.
In terms of where next for Fabio, he has that interim title, everything lined up for him.
Yeah, he's now, him and his wife having a baby, so he'll be taking some time out. No rush for anything. He's secured his position with the WBA. The big fight's happening on the 19th of July at Wembley between Usyk and Daniel Dubois. Whoever comes away with the 4 belts is then going to start having to make some mandatories. So, and all the mandatory contenders are all in guys that we work with, so they're going to be pretty easy fights to make.
Is this as dominant a time as you can remember in one division as you've had in a stable? The heavyweight division is firmly outside of Usyk in Queensbury's stable.
That's true, and you know, for whoever wins that title, I think Daniel wins. But if Usyk was to win, he's going to have to fight our guys. But I do believe Daniel will come through. And
obviously now you can send Eddie Hearn down to that massage parlour, as you mentioned.
You know, it was. I mean, what a moment that was, eh? That was a moment. Yeah.
One quick one to ask you, Frank. Obviously, the Ring reported a few fights, which might be announced soon.
Out at the moment, can't.
Fair enough, Frank. Listen, I appreciate your time.
We'll hopefully give you some news early next week.
Look forward to that, Frank. Safe travel.
Jimmy,